What's up, YouTubians? Mr. Jammerhammer here. I'd like to say that I'd like to apologize for not posting a video in over 1 year. That is because I love to watch videos, but I can't find the right time to make videos. But here I am back live with a new segment called News with Jamal. It is 5:50, currently 14 degrees outside, very cold, and this is the top 10 MLB stories. So here we go. At number 10, we have the Oakland Athletics. They came from the very bottom of the league and now is in the very top in the wild card, meaning that they are in the playoffs. By some key acquisitions and training some great players, they have emerged into a very good team. They have traded their best hitter in Yoenis Cespedes to the Red Sox for Jon Lester and Jonny Gomes. Jonny Gomes is a good catcher, so that's good for the Athletics, and Lester's a great pitcher, so to deepen their pitching staff. Number 9, potential for some surprising young teams. The Milwaukee Brewers and the LA Angels. Angels are first in the league, and Brewers are third in their division. Angels in their roster have Trout, Pujols, Hamilton, Eric Ibar, etc. Brewers have Braun, Gomez, Garza, and Lucroy. Lucroy is a really great player and is emerging into being one of the top players in the league. Number 8, Miggy or Trout. This is a very debated topic, and these two names are brought up a lot. Who is the best player in the league, Miggy or Trout? I say Trout because he's a very good all-around player, so he plays defense and offense, but Miggy is more offense and just catches the ball. 7, home plate collision rule. Should it be allowed or not? I think it still should be because you don't really see it a lot, but if it comes to happen a lot more, you will see that collision rule turn into a no. Number 6 is a pretty big one, instant replay. Instant replay, these teams use the instant replay a lot, which is something that any team would do for one reason. For bad calls, mistakes of the umpires, etc. This replay was a great thing by Bud Selig to acknowledge, and all the teams are using it to their advantage to win games and make the games be more fair. Number 5, young players taking over the league. That is huge. You could see these key young players taking over the league, such as Marcus Stroman, Aaron Sanchez, Xander Bogaerts, Yasiel Puig, etc. These players have been dominant against some veteran players and even not veteran, even experienced players. This is because now that young players are getting more practice as they get older and then they get drafted, well, they are hitting the tops of the league and knocking down every single experienced player and all-star in the league. Number 4, the PED rules. They have stricken this for one reason, because they've been testing some great players and they have been caught doing PED, performance enhancing drugs. So this is how it breaks down. The first offense that you do and get caught for is 80 game suspension. Number 2, 162 games the whole year plus no playoffs with no salary. So that means you don't get the money that you signed for your contract that year. And 3rd, permanent ban. That is nuts. So here, it's just like Barry Bonds. Nobody tested him, tried to get him caught. But, all these medical stuff have raised in the past 20 years. Number 3, the Red Sox. Repeat? No, not even close. 2012, they were last place. 2013, they win the World Series, and as of right now, they are last. Tell me how that makes sense. Last, winning the whole thing, back to last. Number 2, Bud Selig is supposed to retire, who is the GM of the league. So, he is supposed to retire, but there have never been any talks about anybody taking over his place, but he might do one more year next year. He came into a $1.2 billion industry in 1992 and brought it all the way up to $8 billion as of 2014. That is crazy. It's nuts. Nuts. And number 1, Derek Jeter retiring. Derek Jeter was a great influence to most players in the MLB as they look towards him for the future. So the top 4 plays that he's done that I think is top for him is below. 1, 3,000 hit mark. That is crazy. And 11th captain in the Yankees history, following some great Yankee players. Number 3, he hit a home run to win the series. And they go en route to win the whole thing, the whole World Series, the whole everything. That is nuts. Just tell me anybody that can do that. Man. And Mr. November. The only ever played ball that was played in November was Derek Jeter's home run. This is why he's got the nickname Mr. November, because that was the only ball that was ever pitched in November. Just past midnight. Just past midnight. 1 pitch, 1 home run, game over. That was a walk-off too. So, that was a great hit. So here we go. I'd like to say thank you for watching News with Jamal. Top 10 MLB stories. Next week, we will be doing NFL stories.